All right, guys, it's Brandon. This is for those of you who've been following me for a long time. You know I have a storage unit. It's never been this cleaned out before. We're about to fill it back up with shit. We got the van, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about this car. It's a 2002 Z06, the first year that they made it with the big 405 horsepower. This car can be found on CorvetteConnection.com. It was Koppel's car, C-O-P-P-E-L or L-E, I forget. Anyhow, I had a bad situation where I had to litigate to get it out of a shop. Neither here nor there. Long story short, I got it back in pieces. Okay. There's a lot of high quality stuff here, but it's all kind of corroding, the stuff that corrodes. So I'm not going to bullshit you, but the transmission and the rear diff had cryo treated gears from a fancy company out in California. I've also got the original diff. I got the original clutch, and then and the original clutch is even a beefed up clutch. Then I've got a Tilton or whatever it was. Whoever makes the triple clutch, I think that was a double clutch. But anyway, the car's capable of making like almost 1,000 horsepower. Here is the F1r blower, but we attach to it a 12 rib pulley. And you say, wrong, Brandon, you can't run a 12 rib pulley, you dummy, on a C5. Incorrect. That's what makes this car so unique. It's one of a very few that were produced, and as you can see, it doesn't have the heads because the heads are up here on the shelf. So we got the stock heads, which are up here, and then we've got ETP heads, which are real high flow heads that we're going to put on. And there's my 5-wheeled rollerblade carbon fiber speed skates. Used to grab on the back of UPS trucks. Got long tube heat treated headers, the nose of the car, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, enough. There's so much stuff here. This radiator is not, well, first of all, that's an air-to-air intercooler. Tiger Shark front end fits perfect on this car. This radiator is not the stock setup. This is a Corvette Connection car out of Colorado. So this engine needs to be gone through, obviously. This car's just been sitting here. But it does have a, you know, wideband and everything. And anyhow, this whole engine was moved backward, and the torque tube and the transmission, everything was moved back a couple, not a couple, but about an inch. Check out these motor mounts, okay? Fancy motor mounts that are real strong. We got the transmission brace, these red pieces that brace the transmission. So you get the transmission over here, those red pieces go around the transmission. Blow off valves, like no expenses spared. There's a lot of expensive parts here. They're just 10 years old. Okay. Okay, so anyway, actually it's been 12 years, to tell the truth. I'll put the VIN number up in the images. This rear fenders are, the car's got, I don't think it even has over 15,000 miles on it. These are special painted carbon flash wheels before General Motors was ever painting wheels carbon flash. Okay. You say, well, what's the inside of the car like, Brandon? It's like brand new. It doesn't even have a mold smell. It literally smells like a brand new, not a brand new Corvette, but it smells like a clean, nice Corvette. So we got the bezel out because we were doing some things. And then I'll put the VIN number up in the images. But we got the triple gauges up there with the everything. And I'm trying to remember how many miles are on the car. It definitely doesn't have over 20. I want to say it has under 15, but it could be between 15 and 20. I had a few of these, so it's hard for me to remember, but this one didn't have very many miles on it. And the car's clean when it's not all dusty, you know. Anyway, just this car is for sale. Okay, it originally came with a booster pump that wasn't cutting it. The cars would run lean a little bit from Corvette Connection when they come down off the mountain. That's how I found out about altitude so early at a young age, why I'm a professional at understanding what Corvettes can and can't do at what horsepower. And so they originally had a D1 SC blower on it. We put the F1r blower on there with a 12 rib pulley. The 12 rib has space to fit. because by the engine and everything being moved back, it fits. Okay, so just a lot of stuff here, guys. So this is all for sale. It's a big package. You don't get the rollerblades. I mean, if you really want them, maybe, but I doubt you want those. But anyway, let's see. That's the roof to a C7 that flew off of a guy's car. I bought it because I was going to use it as a GoPro mount for a C7. Okay, so that's a torn up C7 roof. Trying to think what else. I think that's about it. So you get the torque tube, transmission, everything's still over here. Yep. So in a minute, this is all going to be filled in with more stuff. And of course, then you're not going to be able to see the car like you can see it now. This Corvette, let's just say I used to drive it fast in the highways at night. Police knew this car very well. They could not touch it. This car was capable of going over 220 miles per hour, 230 miles per hour. All right? It was making just under 1,000 horsepower. And that's because we were actually limiting it because we kept running into fuel issues. You have to run 2 low side pumps, as you're aware. Anyway. Wow, it's dusty in here. All right, see ya.